Don Westfall along with Dan McCarter back in downtown Mankato, where the Mavericks, that score on the board is correct. An 8-0 win tonight for the Mavericks. We speculated in the pregame, Dan, there was no way this was going to happen because these were two of the teams in the conference in terms of scoring were among the bottom of the conference, and the Mavericks, boy, once they got things rolling there in that first period of play, as Coach Hastings, and we talked about it as well, first 5-7 minutes were not great for the Mavericks, but once they got on the roll, they just started a momentum chain, and there was just no way that Lake Superior State was going to catch up to it tonight.
You knew this was coming. You didn't know what weekend it was going to be, but the Mavericks had to break out. They're too good of a scoring offense to not score, and be scoring at a 2.21 goals for the season just is not right for this team. They have too many goal scorers. So to see them break out tonight with 8, let's see them do it again tomorrow night. Get a crooked number up there tomorrow night, and then you'll start to feel pretty good about going into that weekend next weekend with a very important pair of non-conference games next weekend.
Goals? You want goals? We got goals. Let's get into it, Dan McCarter. Let's see what we got tonight.
We certainly do. We'll start with Max Cota from Nelson and Hunterbrinker at 13:03. First goal, the deflection coming from the circle there. They reviewed it, took a while, but finally that goal counted. Daniel Brickley gets his first from C.J. Franklin at 18:34 to round out the scoring in the first period. It's 2-0 Mavericks after one period of play. We go to the second period. C.J. Franklin from Brad McClure and Carter Foguth at 2:49. Now we'll get a look here at a backhander by Max Cota, his second of the game from Jimmy Mullen and Alec Venko at 17:01 to make it 4-0 Mavericks. Here's the fifth goal, the third of the period, a great passing play from Marganeri to Casey Nelson to Teddy Bluger at 18:57. That makes it 5-0. Here come the Mavericks in the third on the power play. Zeb Knutson from C.J. Franklin and Casey Nelson at 9:46 makes it 6-0. Michael Hunterbrinker with a heck of a shot at 16:09 for Dylan Marganeri makes it 7-0. And we finish off the hat trick at 18:40 from Max Cota. He spins around and buries it 5-hole, 18:40 from Dylan Marganeri to make it 8-0 Mavericks, and that's the final score tonight.
You did it. Congratulations.
How about that?
Wow.
We made it all the way through 8.
All on one breath. That's impressive. You take a look at our game summary. Shots on goal, 42-17. Mavericks dominated that one as one would expect. They do get that all-important power play goal, so we don't have to ask Coach Hastings about that anymore. And he's, again, thankful of that. Face-offs won. Mavericks clearly, Dan, with a score like that, they're going to dominate the statistics, and they did, and it could be one of those games where, again, you need to bookend it. You hope you got a few more goals in you tomorrow night, but certainly for a lot of Mavericks, the idea of getting into the scoring column. And, again, still, we didn't talk about Gervais scoring tonight. Steppen didn't score. There's still some guys that we need to get going, but it was nice to see a lot of goal and scoring distribution across the lineup.
Well, there's a quarterback from another state who said to the fans once, RELAX, relax. I think that's what the Mavericks did tonight. After that first goal went in, they just relaxed, started playing like they're capable of, and they rolled up 8 tonight, and I think they have the ability to do that again tomorrow night. I don't think they'll score 8 goals, but I think they have a chance to run away with another victory tomorrow night.
Let's take a look at our play of the game, and again, our play of the game sponsored this season, as it has been all along, by the J. Beal Top Floor Play of the Game. J. Beal Top Floor and the real estate group, the J. Beal Group, they do the little things that make a big difference. And J. Beal, there's a fine one right there, and the first ever collegiate goal by Daniel Brickley.
That's one he'll never forget. Nice pass, and he buried it. Now we'll take a look at the out-of-town scores as we're wrapping things up here on Maverick Hockey Weekend. Bowling Green with the victory tonight to keep even with the Mavericks, a couple points behind over Alaska Anchorage. Bemidji edges Fair State. Actually, they lead them in the third. In the second, the UMD and Denver tied at 2. St. Cloud burying Western Michigan tonight. Colorado College upsetting North Dakota at the moment in the third, 5-4. Miami over Nebraska Omaha 1-0 in the third. Gophers shutting out the Badgers in Wisconsin tonight. Penn State with another victory in overtime over Ohio State. It's Providence over UMass Lowell. BC, as we mentioned, Jerry York picks his 1,000th victory tonight. Harvard beats Colgate 4-2. And Boston over Maine 5-2 tonight.
So all the scores are in the book, and the most important one here from Mankato, the Mavericks, top team in the WCHA, 2 more big points in the scoring column, and there's 2 more to get tomorrow night, and as you heard from Coach Hastings, we'll wake up tomorrow morning, we'll forget about this one, and go back to work, and you know that the Lakers are going to bring a better effort.
Yeah, they played really well for the first 5 to 7 minutes of the game. That first goal seemed to take them out of their game, and they just never got going from that point on, and they'll give us a good effort tomorrow night. The Mavericks just need to come out and match their effort tonight. from tonight, and I think they should be fine.
Our broadcast tomorrow night with the abbreviated pregame show, 7 o'clock, 7:07 the face-off from downtown Mankato as Minnesota State Mankato plays host to Lake Superior State. For Dan McCarker and Don Westfall, along with the rest of the students from Bethany Lutheran College who brought you this one tonight, our final score one last time from the Verizon Wireless Center, it was Minnesota State Mankato 8, Lake Superior State 0. We will see you tomorrow night.